Hey, it's Ubu. Today we're playing a game called Turnout. It's developed by Evo, and you can find the game on Steam. It currently has a public playtest that you're able to join, and the developer reached out to me and asked me to play this game, so here we are. Basically, it's a strategy luck-based game where we're basically supposed to choose a number and redirect a train to our opponent, which can either be AI or in the future be another player, I assume. So it sounded really interesting to me. If you like Buckshot Roulette or FNAF or Flathead, this might interest you. So I thought it looked pretty cool and it sounded really interesting. So I figured we'd try it out. And I appreciate you reaching out to me. And if you're not familiar with my channel, at the end of the video, I'll review the game and share my general thoughts on it. That's what I like to do here. So for the playtest here, we have 4 rounds, which get harder as we go. So I guess we just start with easy and see how it goes. See how we, can figure this out. Round 1. Press W or click on the monitor in the middle to proceed. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Alright. Gotta redo my keyboard here for a second. Hello? This game will pick a number. You and your opponent will do 2. Whoever guesses closest to the game's one will adjust the route. Pick wisely, it'll be removed. Okay. 4. I like random guessing stuff sometimes. Up or down? Whoever's track the last station ends up being on dies. All next stations will move up or down accordingly. So, I guess we can't see where the train is. Station is... Okay. Next station is X. I guess we move up, right? Because our opponent is below us. I don't know, let's move up. I'm gonna kind of learn as we go here. Also might need to move my camera. Okay, let's see. Numbers played 9. Opponents pick 6. Servers pick 9. Your pick was 4. Your opponent was 6. The opponent was closer to the server's pick. The opponent has adjusted the route, not selected. Oh my gosh. Okay, this UI is kind of weird. Stations left 4. Okay, I'll pick 6. Okay, numbers played. I played 5. Wait, 5. Opponents pick. Okay, I see. So the number at the top that says numbers played is the server. So server's pick is 5. Your pick was 6. Okay, so I was closest. Your route adjustment has been accepted. I'll go up, I guess, right? Server's pick was 8. Oh, I didn't pick. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get used to this. This is so weird to me. Okay. Pick 3. Not really sure to put my camera. I think it's okay where it is. We tied. Route is unchanged. Okay. I guess now we'll go with 8. Wow, I'm not good at this. It's just... Obviously, it's kind of random, but... all I'm doing is blocking the key, by the way, on the left. I hope that's okay. I don't mean to keep doing this in the middle of the video, but I'm trying to get better about moving my camera around. Anyways, I don't know. Let's go with 5. Next station is X. Okay. I'm gonna get the hang of this. Don't worry. Okay. Was closer. Route adjustment has been accepted. Right. Okay, now we're gonna go with 7. We're gonna go up again. No, wait. No, don't adjust. Because next station is X. So does that mean next round the train will be on that line with the opponent? I don't really know. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. 4. Okay. I'm gonna take a risk and go with... Do I click down now, just to keep it on his track? Kind of learning as we go, y'all. Oh, no. Okay, so now I definitely need to go down. I'm gonna pick 9. Oh, really interesting, actually. It is definitely luck-based, probably more than anything, unless there is some kind of... I don't know, something else going on here. Okay, I see. Next station now is... Okay. So it's getting really close to me. We only have 2 numbers left, and they're pretty far apart, so they're as far apart as they can be. Alright, we can also, like, do right mouse button to, like, come out here, but we'll do some more of that in a minute. Just kind of want to play through this round and see what happens. Wow. Okay. I guess I lose. Okay. Well, we lost on easy. That's good to know. Ended up being on the wrong track, literally. Let's restart. I want to look at... Can we look at this other stuff around here? Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's in the different rounds. Who knows? Okay, here we are. I'm way at the top, so the next station is on my line. So we need to move it down. I'm gonna pick 9 just straight off the bat. Just gonna see what happens. I guess we could skip the timer here as well to kind of speed this up. We'll do that in a moment. Alright. I was closest. Your route adjustment has been accepted. Okay, so next station is X. I think that's what's kind of confusing me. So the train is on the second line, but it says the next station is X. So does moving down actually matter? I mean, I guess I could test it, but I'm not gonna risk that. I'm just gonna go down and hit 7. Okay, he was closest. Alright, we're gonna go down again. I guess I need to go down and get it on his line. Let's go with 4. Skip the timer. Speed it up a little bit. Wow, okay. Well, I guess I'm not good at guessing numbers. Oh, no. Hell yeah, hell yeah. What's going on in this game? See how quick I can lose. Bro! What the heck, man? This is easy? Oh my gosh. Okay, well. I don't know if the luck system is necessarily feels good right now. I mean, we'll see. Hijack. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I guess maybe not adjusting. Maybe there is some strategy with, like, not adjusting because the train is moving to these different stations. Maybe I just won't click that. And I'll just... Or maybe I should, actually. I'll go up. Well, I'm trying to figure this out. We're going to figure it out. Okay. My adjustment was accepted. So it's on my line now, but then it says next station. The station's moved up. Weird. Okay. Let's go with 5. Okay, train moved too far up. Maybe that's a good thing. Because it has to come down to get to me. So I'm gonna leave it where it is. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it does. Okay, we tied again, bro. Okay, so now we definitely needed to go down. Pick 3. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it has to come down past him first. Next station is there, whatever that means. Guess we'll go 6. We'll just see what happens. Whoa. Okay. I should have adjusted it? What am I hearing? What does spacebar do? Oh. I'm a little confused. Uh-oh. Okay. Where is the train? Huh? We tied again. Okay. Okay, it's on my line. I need to get it up to him. Or whatever they are. Kind of robot, hacker, machine. Okay, well, it moved up. Again. Okay. We tied again. Okay. Cool. What the heck? I think I'm getting it a little bit better now. The server can pick whatever number they want, right? Does it do duplicates? It does actually look like they're doing duplicates, so maybe we're okay. I was thinking it could pick whatever number it ever wanted, but our numbers go away when we pick them. Hey, I think we won. Seek. Seek what? New entities appear. Okay, yeah, I forgot to mention that. There are entities in this game, if I failed to mention that earlier. They obviously come around, I think, in these later rounds here. Not sure what to do about that. We're learning as we go. Alright, I think I'm kind of getting the swing of things here. I guess I still don't quite understand why knowing where the stations are matters. Or, let's just test it. Like, let's not adjust. Let's go real low to start with. Go 1. Okay, he picked 3. Of course he did. Okay, so it looks like these things all these stations moved up a line. Okay. Let's just guess low again, I guess. Mid-low. Man, it doesn't feel good to constantly get these wrong. Pick 3 and 9. 3 and 9 is... Ah! D or click on the right monitor to proceed. So our timer is running down though, right? 1 megabyte of RAM. Oh my god. Start scan. Okay. That's not really fair that it could just keep going without me. Fine, whatever. I don't know what that was. Okay, well, we beat him that time. Now I'm gonna pick 5 and go down again. 1 station left. Oh, I see. So I lose. Yeah, okay. So basically, it might sound dumb that it took me this long to figure it out, but I guess the stations are just how many rounds you get. And the fact that they're on different lines means you have to sort of figure out when to go up or when to go down based on the next turn. That's what I'm getting from this. So, next station is on a line above me. What happened? I literally can't see. Okay, well, I didn't get to pick a number. So, okay, whatever. We need to, like, go to this monitor and do something. Or whatever. Can we skip this? You can leave the computer while it's scanning. Okay, bye. Trying to make me lose the game here, y'all. Okay, it's on my line. I need it to go down. So, let's go with that. Let's go with 6. Okay. What happened? I can't see. Stop it. Don't adjust. 7. We tied. Okay, again. Gosh. What's with the tying? Okay, let's look at this other monitor and see. Can we do that? No. Okay. Cool. I'm leaving it on his line, and I hope I win the roll. I did. Okay. So we're gonna not adjust it. So here's the thing, though. Like, never mind. If I lose the roll, it doesn't matter what I pick, so... I was gonna think of some, like, meta here, or whatever. Let's go with 9. Come on! I lose. Okay. Train's a bit loud. I get the loop here. This is all right. This is pretty cool. Right. All right. So 6 stations left. It's in between us. I want it to go up. Or do I really want it to go up? What if I just leave it where it is and just pick 4? Just gonna go random. It's random. Just picking numbers. Nothing really to do about that. Okay. So it stays. Excuse me. But, now the next station's on my line. So I'm gonna make it go up. I'm just gonna pick 7. I'll try to remember to keep skipping the timer so we're just not sitting here looking at nothing. Alright, moved up. So next station's their line. I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna go with 6. Ah! I think I won that round, actually. Let's see, let's see. Yeah, I did. So, it's on their line now. I'm gonna keep it where it is. What was that? Hello? Okay, I've picked correctly every time. Jinx! Jinxed myself just now. Okay, so... let's just go with 8. What's going on? Is this scanning? Type in the code to remove the virus. Or use the number keep... what code? Code 256. Okay. Alright. Okay. We tied again. Of course we did. So don't adjust. 5 doesn't help, does it? I don't. Let's just go with 5. No! Oh, it jumped up a line. Wait a minute. Whoa, okay, so it went past us. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. I'm running out of numbers here, though. I didn't know it could do that. Okay, well, all of them are on my line now. That's not good. So, I guess we just use our last 3 numbers. I'm gonna look around. Ah! What? Do we have another thing we scan? Yeah, we do. Okay. Okay. I won the pick. We need to move it up one more. I'm gonna pick 3. Okay. Well, I only have one number left, so I'm gonna keep it that way. Yeah, okay. Here we go, here we go. 4. I can't see. Hey. Okay. Well, I lost the roll. It gave me new numbers now. Let's go 7. We tied again. Okay. Let's go up. I'm gonna roll high. Here we got... Oh, there's a hand on the computer! Ah! Was I not supposed to do that? Gotta be quicker. Running that antivirus. Old PCs used to run way slower. Okay, we lost to the entity. Okay, let's try again. I think I'm trying to pick up... You gotta, you know, obviously kind of remember the, you know, the sound cues for all that stuff going on in the background, so... Well, you know, we'll get used to that as we go. Okay, let's just run it up. Let's just hit 5 to begin with. Why not? Okay. So here's the thing. If all the stations are on his line, I mean, I'd have to guess, you know, 5 times in a row now. That's weird. Obviously, there's more to it than that, but... I guess the further away the train is for me, the better, like, no matter what, so... East DOS. Okay, I need to listen out for stuff as that's going on. Okay, so... I guess keep it on his line. Right, so we got a buzzing sound here. So 170. Okay. Right, so keep it on his line. Does that mean we got it? Okay. It sounds like a good sound, like a da-da-da. Alright, we're on a good track here. I think the only problem with this is you could just lose on the last guess and then the train gets you, right? Or no, he has too many lines to get to me. Right. It would just pass us. Okay, well so far so good. Just jinx myself again, but let's just hit 7. Yes. Alright, this is a win. Come on. Bro. That's crazy. We got them all right, and then the last one we didn't. Of course. That's ridiculous. Get him out, man. Alright, we gotta listen out for the weird buzzing. Should have picked my number first. Yeah, whatever. It's like... Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Like, who cares? Okay, stop. I can't... Dude, I can't see. Okay. 369. Whoops. Okay. Nice. Good sound. Alright, we obviously need to move it up away from me, but I'm out of numbers. Almost. Again, so... The more you guess, the less likely you are to win, I guess. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Oh. We're going up. Pick a number 10. Of course. Okay, we're going to go up again. I'm going to pick 6. 2 stations left. Right. Okay. So, I basically have to win this one or I lose the round. So... Picking 9. Oh. I picked the server's pick. But the train went back around, so now we got new stations again. Okay. We're just gonna keep picking stuff. Hopefully we can get it back up to where he is. We have 5 stations to do that in, and we keep losing, so... Right. I won that one. Why is it doing that? Let's go up again, and we're gonna go with 7. Crap. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, whatever. I'm not in control of this randomness, so I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on this. The power keeps going out too. It must be old building or old substation. I think I won that one. No, of course I didn't. Okay. Well, let's just. So do I need to be like keeping track of what the thing's already played? Okay, because I mean obviously it's probably a good idea, but so it's played everything 2 and 10 that I have left here. So it won't play them again, right? Maybe there is some more logic to this than I realize. Like it picked 4. I'll pick 10. Like I don't know if it really matters that much. Because he picked 9, he's closer either way, it didn't matter, so... Bro, they gotta fix the power up in here. Okay. No way! Okay, so let's just pick 3. What else are you gonna do? Actually, if you pay attention to... I'm just kidding. Okay, a server's pick was 5. I will now pick 6. Okay. Get over here. For the antivirus. Hurry up. Hurry up. Power went out. Hurry up. I can't see. Nope. Nope. I need to pick something. It was a tie because my opponent didn't pick either? What? That's kind of weird, ain't it? It's kind of cool, though. Okay. This takes too long. Okay, I picked 2. Oh, wait. Okay, I kind of panicked there. Okay. Bro, why does the power keep going out? It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. I just want to check everything. I like our setup here, though, for real. It's all wacky and crazy, and I like that. Alright, we moved it up. So there's 2 stations left. If I can keep it on this same line, right? It'll be closer to him. And then on the second turn, I can jump it up to them and win, right? Let's see. Why did it move down? Because I said don't adjust, or did I just not pay attention to where the next station was? Whoops. Okay, we're gonna go with 5. That is my bad. Oh, of course. When I need to not lose, I lose every time. Cool, cool. Hey! Alright, okay, they haven't picked 4. Or 1. Oh, they have picked 1. You can see what your opponent has picked. Maybe I should pay more attention to the numbers, but I mean, it's so random that maybe it doesn't matter. Who knows? We can pretend it matters. We've both played 10. They have both played 10. No, stay. Hey, I won the round. Yeah, we did it. That was pretty cool. I like that. New entity appears. Okay. We're going to try this round out for a little bit. Random events round. Great. Okay. Opponent's picks. My picks. Their picks. We all get picks. Okay. We cannot skip the timer now? That's kind of weird. Press spacebar or bottom key to keep it away. Listen to its steps. I don't know what you're talking about. God bless America. I really wish the timer would stop. Try my luck. 6% chance to get a number back, 40% chance to lose one. Nah, I'm good. Wait, stay. Okay, so it is jumping between the stations. Something's breathing in my ear. I see you. Stop. Go away. Okay, next station. So maybe we don't adjust. Whoa. Could be tied, so now it's on his line. Okay. 9. The numbers are in the wrong order, by the way. No! I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose this stupid entity. Go away. I have an antivirus going. Bro, I probably would have won the round there, too. The train was right on him. Gosh. I didn't catch the noises for the antivirus. Or, I don't know, whatever. we'll figure it out. Okay. I need to really test this because I've been talking about the whole game. So I'm not adjusting it. I want to see where the train jumps to. I didn't win it. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I lost the round, so he must have moved the stations up one. Okay, and our... Okay. Can I run the virus thing? Whatever. I'm gonna go pick my number now. Okay, we're gonna make it go down. We're gonna pick 3. Okay, now that the power's working, shut up. Why don't we tie so much? It's crazy. You gotta be kidding me. This is so ridiculous. I literally cannot physically keep up with what's going on. Alright, we're gonna try a couple more times. And then we'll go from there. Okay. I can't play the game with the power keeps going out. I don't know why that's a feature. Because I need to pick my number, and then I need to go do the stupid antivirus. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around. Alright, we got it. I'm gonna check behind me. Oh! There he is, creeping up on the computer. Alright, I didn't pick anything. It doesn't really matter because the stations are really far away anyways. Okay. Down? Sure, I'll pick 7. We tied again. Of course we did. So it's on his line. I'm gonna keep it there. All right, 591 has been picked. I'm gonna jump. No, I'm gonna go to 6. I'm gonna pick 6, and we're gonna win the round. Just like this. Watch. Game over. Boom. Wait. It was on his line. I don't understand. Whatever. But yeah, I just misunderstood how the game works. Alright, I see him back there. We tied, who cares? Down 1. Let's go 9. Okay. Antivirus. Antivirus. Please don't have the power go out on me. Let me just start it. Alright. I see you. Stop. Go away. Hey. Do I have to look at him until he leaves, or what? Oh my gosh. I lose. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time. Let's get it. Okay. I'm obviously misunderstanding how the stations work, but I get it and I don't get it. Everything's okay. Why does that take me out? Let me pick my number. Stop taking me out of the computer and telling me to listen for some stupid thing walking up behind me. Like, please. Like, I don't even know what it does. Listen for its steps. Okay, whatever. Alright, sorry I had a little come apart there. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we did do the code. I need to pick my number. What's happening? Do I need to keep looking at him? Well, I think I'm screwed here. Oh. Oh. Okay, we got one more. Let's just... Well, I think I've had my fill of this game, and I will now review it. So first, I'm going to start with visuals. Visually, I think the game is pretty cool. I like its dark, sort of grungy sort of appearance it has, being down in this, you know, dank subway station tunnel. And I think that's a pretty cool setting as well. Really interesting environment that we're in, and I quite like it. I like the way the computer and stuff is all strung up and very... you know, makeshift sort of setup that we have, and I think that's really cool and just visually interesting. I wouldn't say maybe the entities are all that impressive to me visually. I think they sort of just kind of look like Venom or something, which is weird, at least to me. Or maybe that's not a fair comparison, but I think they could maybe look different. I'm not sure what they're supposed to represent necessarily, and maybe that's what I'm missing, but I think the entities are kind of okay looking. Aside from that, the game visually is pretty cool. There's not much really else going on. They're not walking around a whole lot, but I think for what it is, I think visually is pretty nice. In terms of audio, I quite like the audio in this game. I like the main menu tones here. It's very strange, staticky, techno sort of immersive feeling here, and I think it sounds really cool. It really gets you in the right headspace to be like, okay, I'm gonna be this hacker. I'm gonna fight against this AI or, you know, whatever. And I think it's a cool tone is all I'm saying. Throughout the game, I like the little PC sounds that we have where, you know, when you're booting up the computers and stuff like that. I think it sounds really cool. I don't necessarily know if the sounds of the entities necessarily convey enough information. I don't really quite understand the footsteps thing that's said to look out for or listen out for. I'll talk more about that when I get to mechanics, but I just audio-wise, I'm not sure I quite understand it. But I do get with the antivirus, how, I get how those sounds work now, but I don't really quite understand with the second entity what you're supposed to do there. But anyways, aside from that, audio I would say is pretty okay across the board. No complaints or anything. I quite like it in general, so good work. In terms of mechanics, I quite like the game for the most part. It does remind me of something like Flathead and, you know, Buckshot Roulette and FNAF, which I've played Flathead and Buckshot Roulette. I never really played a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I've never really been interested, to be honest with you, but I like what they're going with here. There is some strategy involved. It's not completely random, but it feels that way most of the time. But once I think you understand how the stations work and how you want to align them on the tracks, it starts to make a little bit more sense. Of course, you could probably, like I said, keep track of what the computer has picked or the server and what your opponent has picked to then determine maybe the best likely choice that will be next. So if the server's picking high, and then your opponent picks, you know, low, then if you pick something closer, then those numbers are out of play now, at least for me and the opponent. I guess the server also doesn't duplicate numbers. You know what I'm trying to say. There is maybe some strategy involved with picking numbers in a correct way. I wish I had a better way of saying that. Aside from that, mechanically, the entities I don't really like that much. I don't mind the one with the antivirus. That makes sense to me. The one that comes up behind us, I don't understand. Is it just time-based? I don't know why you would need to listen for footsteps. You need to maybe listen for them and then turn around and catch them before they get too close. And maybe the fact that I wasn't watching them enough is why they got so close to me. But, you know, I turned around and he was literally in my face. And then it's like, okay. And then you move on and keep doing the other stuff. And the way that the pacing of the game works, how slow it is to come out of computers, and then you turn around and then you turn back and you need to go do this and you need to go do that. I think knowing a little bit better of how to approach the one behind us, I think would help the pacing of that, because it's hard to keep up with it. Obviously, it is a bit of a challenge, which I'm not against. I just think there's a lack of information when it comes to what to do with the entity behind us coming up the tunnel. Anyways, unless I missed something, that could be totally on me, player error. That's totally fine if it was. I'm just saying I didn't personally enjoy that. Aside from that, mechanically, I quite like the game. And I forgot to mention visually, and of course, this has to do with mechanics. I think the UI for the tracks and picking numbers and stuff could really be overhauled to make it just a little bit more visually appealing. I just think with some more development time, you could definitely come up with a more, I guess, visually appealing sort of, you know, retro-futurist something or other sort of UI for the picking of the numbers and whatnot. It looks very generic right now, which I think clashes with the rest of the game, personally. So maybe work on that, you know, going in the future. I don't mind that it's simplistic in its design, but it just looks off to me. So anyways, still wanted to point that out. I should have mentioned that in visuals. My apologies. So mechanically, with all that being said, I think that mechanically the game is pretty interesting, and it has a lot of potential to really get you engaged with trying to, you know, guess the numbers correctly and to align the tracks where you need the train to be. I think it has a lot going for it. I'm not sure how much more difficult the game becomes on the final round, or if difficulty is more or less just speeding everything up to where you have to be on pace with everything, which is an okay way of doing difficulty. I'm not sure what else you would really do otherwise, but maybe I'm just not a fan of that kind of difficulty scaling personally in a game like this. But of course, like I said, I'm not an expert on it, but just my personal preference is all I'm saying. Story and concept-wise, not much story, to be honest. That's okay. Conceptually, I like the game. I like games like this where the game itself is sort of a puzzle, where the primary goal of the game is to play some kind of number game or guessing game or some kind of a puzzle game to outsmart an artificial intelligence thing, like an AI, like in Buckshot Roulette, where you have to do, certain things with how you use your items and planning ahead a little bit, trying to outsmart this computer that's trying to beat you. And I actually really like that kind of thing conceptually, and I think you have a lot going for this in terms of that. I think it could be refined in some ways. I'm not sure exactly how, because of it is being like mostly designed around a random number system, but at the same time, maybe there could be some more things to add in terms of strategy, like getting bonuses, or like making the, like it did show like the thing in the round we were doing where you could guess and get an extra number or a chance to lose a number. I thought stuff like that was cool. You could probably do more stuff like that to maybe hurt your opponent more with the risk of hurting yourself. I think there could be more things, things like that added. So conceptually, in general, I think is really cool, and like I said, I think it has a lot of potential, and there's more places I think you can take this. And I think it could be a lot of fun. In terms of performance, the game performs pretty well, I would say. No real complaints or anything. I kind of have an issue with there being just such a lacking amount of options. Obviously, this is a playtest, so I'm not saying like, oh my god, but you're gonna want to add some options here, and you're gonna want to clean up this UI a little bit. Instead of using these boxes, maybe do one big box, put the sound volume at the top, and then kind of have everything down in order, rather than having these boxes sort of just in random places. Unless that's meant to be sort of an aesthetic that you're going for, like a PC Windows or something, then, that's fine, I understand that. But maybe clean this up a little bit too going forward, and I think it'll be okay. So performance, the game is fine. So with all that being said, my final judgment for Turnout is I would say it's okay. Well, I think it has a lot going for it in the visual and the audio department, and especially in the mechanics. I think there are some things that I personally just don't like, or I think can use some work, and that have a lot of potential going forward. So these are all just my opinions. You're doing a great job with this, and I think it's really interesting, and I'm really glad that you're working on something like this, and I hope it all turns out well for you, and I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors and your work. And thanks again for reaching out to me and asking me to play your game. I thought it was really cool, so I appreciate that. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this game? Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you have anything to add? Just want to say hi? Let me know what's up. And don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything. Go play this game for yourself, form your own opinion. I'm sure the developer would really appreciate your feedback as well as mine. And if you enjoy my content and want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe, leave a like, and share the video too. I'd really appreciate your support. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching my video. I think that's all I have to say about it. So thanks for hanging out with me. And don't forget, the pale moth is always watching.